Aloha and welcome to the Halikoa Hotel here located on Waikiki Beach. Today we're going to be working on a simple recipe that we can make at home. It's called Macadamia nut crusted Mahi with a boha berry beurre blanc sauce. Okay, so let's start with our ingredients. In order to bread our fish, we're going to need some flour, and we're going to put a little bit of Kailani spice in there just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. Right after that, we're going to use egg wash, and then we have our macadamia nut, a little bit of parsley and panko. Crush that up, and that's what our consistency we're going to look for. Some people like it a little bit thicker. You can, but this will be give it a nice sheer crust. And then finally, we have our piece of mahi fish that we're going to go. So we're going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and we're going to start this. The important issue with this is to make sure that we use one hand. We want to crust our fish, bread it first with the flour, then we're going to go in with the egg. The egg wash, we're going to mix it right in here and get that crust in there so that we have the nice finished product. That's what our fish is going to look like. Now we want to turn our pan on medium heat. Make sure we put plenty of olive oil in there. We want to coat the bottom of the pan. Once we've got our crusting, we're going to put the crusted side down, and we're going to be sure to set it in the pan away from us as to avoid any splashes that could come our way. We're going to put this over medium heat and get a nice sear. Nice golden brown sear. Always want to sear both sides of the fish. That will keep all the juices that are supposed to stay inside right there. Roughly about 2 minutes on each side. We'll turn over, and we have our nice crusting on there. Okay, and now we're going to finish this off in the oven. And we'll set the timer for 5 minutes. And while we're waiting for our fish to cook, we're going to start with our sauce. We're going to do a boha berry beurre blanc sauce. Now, beurre blanc is French for butter and white wine. So what we're going to do is start off with our shallots, pour in our white wine, and we're going to let that reduce. That is what's sealing in our flavor. As we do that, we're going to get our boha berry jam. And we add that in as we're doing. And what we're going to do, a lot of times people will make a beurre blanc sauce and they will add their vinegar for their taste, but we're not going to do that in this case because we will be using our featured item will be the boha berry itself. So we're going to let this simmer down. As you reduce, you're concentrating the flavors inside of what little liquid we have left, because we're going to tighten that with butter to go right on top. And we're going to tighten it with the butter. Now, butter is one of those items that you want to have at room temperature, so it is okay to keep it out in a couple hours before you're going to make your meal. And we're going to add a little bit of heavy cream just as a stabilizer. This will help emulsify the butter. So we're going to let that reduce for 1 more minute. Bringing it down. At Biba's restaurant, we have a daily seasonal vegetables that we saute and steam. Today we've used the steamer, and we are going to put in our white rice, and we got our sauteed spinach, sauteed with garlic, and our fish should be ready now. And mixing up the sauce, we will put right there on top all the flavor in there. And there's our finished product. Macadamia nut crusted Mahi with boha berry beurre blanc sauce. One of our fish entrees at Biba's Courtyard Grill. We hope you enjoy this simple and easy recipe, and we'd enjoy seeing what you come up with. Join us on our Facebook page at the Halikoa Hotel.